Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm back with another EVOMON video. And as you guys can see, I'm currently on the newest fire boss EVOMON. His name is Maxor, and I'm going to be going over every single new thing about this update. And as always guys, if you guys are enjoying my EVOMON content, make sure to like and subscribe. It is free and you can always unsubscribe later. As always guys, if you guys do have any questions or concerns, I will be answering them in this video hopefully. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions for me, I will, leave them in the comments for me. But yeah guys, let's go ahead and get into the video. Have you ever wanted to AFK a game? Well, this is the site for you. I'm partnering up with VSPhone. First, I want to say this works for mobile as well, but all you need to do is head on over to my channel or the description of this video and click this link right here. Now, after clicking the link, you will have the option to sign in with whatever you would like to sign in with to claim a 2 to 8 hours free trial time. Now with this, you will be able to download from the actual site and get this VSPhone right here, basically giving yourself a free phone, obviously not a real phone, but a phone nonetheless. Be able to download Roblox, make your own macros, make your own AFKs to be able to do what I am doing right here. Now this is completely customizable, and if you really want a full in-depth guide on how to make macros, I have a video on my channel. If you want to check that out, feel free to do so. But other than that guys, big thanks for VSPhone for partnering up with us. And yeah guys, let's get on with the video. Alright, so to start off with the update guys, you want to click the world select, go to the seasonal islands, and actually teleport to either Polar Rift, Lava Nexus, or the Glacial Eye. So I'm gonna be in the Polar Rift right here. The seasonal store will be right over here guys, and this is one of the newest EVOMONs right here. Let's go ahead and go over him really quickly. He is right over here. Not him, that's the new boss right here. Ignibud, whatever. Yeah, so this guy turns into an Ignis Fist. Very cool design, one of my favorite designs in EVOMON, genuinely. So yeah, I already got him to level 70, which is he's like his evolution little rating. So for the traits right here, you have Flame Vein, able to end the volcanic eruption. All your fire skills gain plus 40 power. With that being said, you are able to start up a volcanic eruption with Skyfire. So you can you change the weather to volcanic eruption, and then it gives all your fire moves a plus 40 power. So very good. Overall stats, he is a physical attacker with a special defense like kind of buff. Like I said, his trait is very good if you are going for like a more of a flame, like a volcanic eruption burn type of build. He's more of a burn build in my opinion. So he's very good. I wouldn't really see him being used too often though, because I don't think he's that crazy in my opinion, but he's still a very good monster overall. And also just, I mean, look at him, he looks so sick. Next up on the list is Frost Claw. Let me go ahead and show you where you can actually get him. Fly off my little guy. He's actually pretty fast. Wait, he's actually a really fast flyer. Am I tripping? But yeah, so he's over here. You can actually capture him. You capture the little version of him over here. He's a very cool looking dude. He's a little ice bug type. He is definitely a frostbite EVOMON, like as in he's heavily focused on placing frostbite and just causing frostbite. As you can see here, this is him as like a little baby. Let me go ahead and show you what he actually can do. His trait is Snow Fiend, so same as Glicitadel. He's not too crazy, but he is very like frostbite heavy, you know what I mean? So essentially Glicitadel if Glicitadel was also a bug type. You know what I mean? Nothing too crazy. Overall, he's kind of just okay, I think he's a nice little counter to grass type, obviously, because of ice and bug, but that's about it, honestly. But yeah, on to Maxor. Actually, no, let's talk about the Battle Pass monster first. So if you guys don't know, the new Battle Pass has started. You can still get Boltonia, I believe, but you have to do it at the seasonal shop. But yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the new seasonal boss. This is obviously her without a prismatic, obviously. And obviously this is her without shiny. I low-key think she looks better without the shiny in my opinion, but you know, shiny gives a +2 to stats, so you know, shiny is just better. I did get the premium pass, so I was able to get a shiny egg. I was able to hatch it, and out came the Celeste Thorn. So this is obviously the shiny version with blonde hair. I kind of prefer the pink hair, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think in my opinion the best color is black, because I mean, just look at it, looks so cool. But yeah, so if you guys don't know already, she is a psychic type. With that being said, the traits, as you can see, she has drain, heals for 18% of attack damage dealt. I'm hoping that counts for Psymark as well. I kind of don't think it does, but I hope it does count for Psymark as well, because she is the only psychic type monster to be able to use a psychic move on people with Psymark and activate the Psymark. Because usually you can't activate Psymarks with psychic moves, but with her you can, because you have Implosion. And also, like, majority of her psychic moves all just place like psychic, your Psymarks, I mean. So very, very good Psymark placer, and in my opinion, she replaces Dadu Nymph in my opinion. But you know, that's just me. You know, to each their own. I wasn't really a big fan of Dadu Nymph to begin with, so you know, to each their own for sure. But that's just my take on it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the Lava Nexus boss. Just an FYI, guys, all the like kind of notes and nitty gritty is in here, the little mail area. Unfortunately, the update is split into 3, so this is the first update we get, and then the second update will come and next week, and then obviously on the 23rd of September we get the new raid update, world boss update, and level cap increase. So very, very excited for that. Kind of sad that they didn't put all the update in one day, but you know, it makes sense honestly. So Maxor. Okay, so if you guys don't already know, this is the new fire boss. He is very, very cool, one of my favorites like models in the game. Let's go ahead and go over his stuff right now. So traits, he has Pursuit, which you might think, man, it's just Pursuit, 18%. Thunder Crane has that, whatever, but it's actually very, very good. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the stats. He's actually pretty fast, decently fast, and he uses special attack. Okay, and you might be wondering, he's a fighting type, why would he use special attack? He actually has fighting moves that uses special attacks. Okay, on top of that, he knows protect. But yeah, let's talk about Flame Devourer. Okay, 70% lifesteal, +1 priority, and I think if I get him to level 150, he should be able to, like, his ultimate should upgrade, and hopefully, with that being said, it goes to a 100% lifesteal. Dang it. Okay, it doesn't really change when you upgrade it, so there's no point in really upgrading it for a PvP. But yeah, it's still good nonetheless. He has Blood Flame, which is pretty crazy if you want to inflict burn damage, but costs 20% of your current HP. That's kind of crazy. 20% is a lot. Unblemished Spirit, which is really, really cool. You clear all status conditions and grant immunity, so kind of like Meltdown, but you know, just a fighting move instead. But it's also a special damage, so it's actually going to be very good with him because he's a special damage type of character. So a very, very strong EVOMON, and like, in my opinion, I really do think he is meta material when it comes to PvP, or just overall, like just in general, you know. He is pretty difficult to 1v1. If I were to recommend a team, I would recommend what's his name, Thord Lord, and just literally stack as much seed bombs as you can. That's literally how you're gonna stay alive. So stack as much seed bombs as you can, and then Earth Pulse are hold 2 until your things is fully upgraded, and then Earth Pulse, and then Earth Fissure to 2-shot it. Okay, now that is best case scenario. Okay, worst case scenario is you have to use 2 EVOMONs to actually beat him, which I recommend the 2 EVOMONs being Fluffastar and Cyanite, or Fluffastar and Pumash. There's a bunch of mixes, you know, you can really do. You can even do Thord Lord and Fluffastar. You know, the reason we're using Fluffastar so much is because he knows Line Breaker, and Line Breaker reduces the boss's defenses It's like his special defense and just regular defense. So that's why I would personally choose to go against Magmaxor. Over here we have the Glacial Eye. A little bit more difficult. You definitely need 2 EVOMONs for him as well. Now do be warned, you cannot reduce his stats, and you cannot put any like Psymark or Bleed or stuff like that on him either. You can't do that on Magmaxor either, but at least on Magmaxor you can reduce his stats. So for him, I would say a mix of Pumash Cyanite is very good, or even an M-Pixie Pumash is a very good kind of duo to kind of 1v1 him. It's gonna be a little annoying, I guess you'd say, because he just plays so much Frostbite. I would say try to use M-Pixie. And I haven't tested it, but I have a theory that if you use Meltdown, it's going to be very, very effective against this guy, because his whole kit is just to use it's just to use Frostbite to his advantage, to the point where he could just one-tap us. In my opinion, not my favorite model. I think he kind of looks goofy, a little goofy, you know, but still very, very cool. And let's go ahead and talk about his traits and everything. So traits wise, very disappointing. Personally, traits is very disappointing. After defeating restores 2 energy. He's basically like Goliath, just a little worse. But yeah, so stats wise, he's actually pretty fast, and he does actually pretty good at physical attack damage, but everything else does take kind of a dive. So yeah, but yeah, he has Swift Freeze, which is actually going to make up a meta monster in PvP, in my opinion, because he's able to freeze the EVOMON. And as you can see here, it deals 50%. The EVOMON deals 50% less damage, and it cannot be swapped out. So examples is like they have a Frostel. I somehow, some way get Swift Freeze on them first, then I swap to like an M-Pixie or something, right? Wait. Maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Sorry, bad example. But I do. Okay, a better example is like if since I'm an ice type, if they're using a Frostel. Well, Tarragon. Let's say Tarragon. I swap Snare Wolf. They swap Tarragon, and then for some reason they don't switch, right? And I hit them with a freeze. Their Tarragon is stuck, and it deals 50% less damage, so I'm able to box it up pretty much. Or even they swap a fire type to counter my ice type, but they don't know I have Bubble Strike, so I hit him with my Swift Freeze, make him stuck into the combat with me, and then I just kill him with Bubble Strike before he can kill me, because now he does 50% less damage to me. See what I'm saying? So that's you just have to be really smart with the usage of it, but I think he can be very, very devastating. Let's get him to level 150 as well to see if his ultimate changes in any way. Feral and Unleash, pretty cool. Yeah, so he has a bunch of different ice moves as well. Yeah, it didn't really change, it just kind of went up in power, seems like it. Increased attack by 6 and speed by 1. Ooh, wait, that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. This could be very, very useful, honestly, because his speed stat is actually not too bad, genuinely. Other than that, they added guilds to the game. I'm not too sure how. I don't think you can search up guilds. You would have to I would have to invite you personally. So if you're ever in my server, then I have a chance to invite you guys. But yeah, I'm currently full at the moment. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, I can have two more members somehow. I don't know how that happened. Oh, I think it's because my guild upgraded. Oh, wait, that's really cool. Okay. So yeah. So I mean, you guys my community's going crazy. So yeah, right now you can't really do too much with guilds at the moment, but you do get a guild shop. And you end up getting these these coins that you can use. So very, very cool. I don't think you can do anything with guilds just yet, but there is something known as assist EVOMONs. So what I'm assuming is later in the future they're gonna add the function of being able to use your guild members EVOMON to help you in battles. I think that's what they're gonna do with that. I could be wrong, but you know, that's just kind of what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Obviously PvP has reset. I dropped back to platinum, so I'm pretty sure people are already champion by now, honestly. But yeah, so that's how that went. As you can see, I do have the new title for reaching the champion rank, so that's fun. And yes, ooh, finally, last but not least, okay, the best new addition to the game. Okay, as you can see, Keon and Cyber are doing that right now. This is a different Cyber, but you know, still cool. But yeah, so let's go ahead and I'm in a party. Sorry, let me leave my party. Leave. Okay. So if let me break it down as easy as I can, I guess. Hold on. Why is it not activating for the other EVOMON as well? Maybe I gotta like be right here or something. Nope, I guess not. So I guess if I'm standing here, I can farm this guy, or if I'm standing down here, I can farm this guy. So let's see how this works. If you click this is what I recommend your settings be. Okay. Oh, well, there we go. Got it. Okay. Okay, so for normal, okay, I would recommend using your infinity ball, because it's just good, you know. So to like, you know, make your pity go higher. And then for the prismatic pity, I would recommend using 0, because you don't want to waste your prismatic pity. For shiny, I would recommend using the prismatic ball, because obviously it's a shiny. Why wouldn't you, you know? And if it's a prismatic pity and it's a shiny, then you would use your king ball, because that's an instant triple S. See what I'm saying? And then you just click this, and then you just click start. And then whatever EVOMON you have in your first slot is the one you're going to use to fight. Now, make sure you don't exit this out, because that is how you auto hunt. Okay? So, obviously, this is a very, very bad matchup, but you can kind of understand what goes on. You know what I mean? So, if you want to stop it, you just hit the X, and now you're done auto hunting. You see what I'm saying? That's basically all you really need to do. Like, those are probably the best like auto hatching stats you could probably do. Other than that, guys, they will, like I said, they will be adding the extra updates later on. If you click this right here, you can actually see the dates of them. I think that's about everything that you can really go over in this update. It was kind of a big small update, you know what I mean? Nothing too crazy, but obviously you can actually buy the boss eggs over here. Sorry, not this one. This one over here. Go over here. Down here. You can buy the Snarrow shiny egg or the Magma shiny egg, which are the 2 bosses. So that's very, very cool as well. And then this is where you can buy a Boltonia shiny egg as well. So yeah. Other than that, guys, I don't think there is too much other stuff about it. Obviously the PvP changes were something, but if you haven't already watched the video, make sure you watch that video that EVOMON like already dropped. But yeah, guys, as always, big shouts out to VS Phone for sponsoring this video. If you guys want a 2 to 6 hour free trial, feel free to use my link down in the description or in my channel links. If you guys want to AFK the game, I have plenty of videos on my channel kind of giving you a guide on how to AFK the games. Super simple, especially now that we have auto hatch. All you really need to do is just have an auto clicker for VS Phone, and you can do it without having to have it open on your PC, if you know what I mean. Like for VS Phone, you can honestly just close the game and run it on VS Phone, and it runs on its own internet. So even if your PC runs out of, like, even if your PC like internet crashes, it won't crash VS Phone, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, make sure you like and subscribe if you are enjoying my EVOMON content. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite EVOMON is, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.